So you see this design right here, a client made it and asked me to enhance it, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. Now, before we start, this is not about Canva Pro features. These are just simple stylistic techniques that anyone can use, whether you have the Pro or paid version of Canva or the free version. So no excuses. And disclaimer, this is just for beginners who want to make their designs look better and more polished. I am not here to limit your creative freedom. I am not your mother, so do your thing. But if you're ready to start dominating Canva for your socials, business cards, or any project, these tips will change your life. So stick around. And before we jump in, just hit that subscribe button if you want more easy design tips. Okay, let's break it down. This is the design. How can we make it instantly better in just 5 simple steps? So the first step is to make the elements smaller. Sometimes less is more. If your design feels like it's crowded or maybe overwhelming, try shrinking your elements just a little bit. So let's take this example and resize some elements. See, not everything has to be so huge. Okay, already looking better. Now this takes us to the tip number 2, which is color contrast. We want to make the text pop. So if you see here, we have this like dark bluish, greenish color. All text boxes, even these lines are black. You don't see them contrast as well, right? I mean, it's clear. I can read that it says learn your first 5 recipes. It's true. But if we pick a better color contrast choice, then it's gonna look better. So here we're gonna put white. Let's see if this will much better, right? So here we're gonna put change all, and it's gonna change, you see, all the text to white. The element is not gonna change automatically, but let's go change it. So this is looking so much better now. And then for tip number 3, we have the fonts. Mix it up, but keep it simple. So like you can see here, all the fonts, they look pretty similar. Additionally, you can see that this is all caps. I think caps are good for titles. However, you don't really want all your text to be caps. So let's change that. Here on the upper menu, you can actually change everything to lowercase. But yeah, this is already looking better. All right, so let's try with another option. Look, this one. A little bit more round, so it's gonna balance it out a little bit more as well. The next step is going to be align the elements properly. This is the quickest fix ever. So if you take a closer look to this, the truth is this is not really centered, you see? Let's make everything aligned to the center. Then to make it be aligned actually on the canvas, I've seen people doing this. They drag it until there's like an invisible line that shows in the center, you see? But there's like actually a quicker way to do this. So just go here, position in the upper menu, and make sure that in the menu on the left you are in the arrange tab, not the layers, but the arrange tab, and then go and hit center in the align to page section. So go here, center, and then if you wanted to put it in the middle, you could as well. I mean, this is not the case, but play around a little bit with this and you're gonna see that you can do a lot with this menu actually. But yeah, we didn't want this initially, we just want everything to be centered. So go ahead and click every single element and hit the center button. That way we make sure that everything's correctly centered. Same with the logo here. Position, arrange, and center. Right now everything's centered and perfectly aligned with just one click. So now for the next tip, we have the margins. If you're ignoring the margins, then you might be cutting up important elements without realizing it, right? This is especially important for anything print related or social media posts that might crop differently on different screens. So turn on the margins by going to File, Settings, Show Margins. So this is gonna help you keep the key elements inside the margins, especially the text. Ideally, we want to keep a safe space. Like I was saying before, this is more for print designs, but overall for any type of design, you know, sometimes when you go on Android or on iPhone, it's gonna look slightly different depending on the screen. This is regarding socials. You want to try to keep all the elements inside this invisible margin right here. That way you ensure maximum legibility. So as you can see, not everything is inside the margin here. All the text is kind of safe except by this person right here. But we're gonna change this right now. So let's make everything smaller. Let's try to make the logo also fit in here. This we want to get a little bit more balanced. So shrink it a little bit more. We're applying a little bit of every tip right now here. Okay, it's looking more balanced. And now this margin is not actually gonna show on your design, but if you wanted to like make it disappear, let's say you don't have to do this for every single design, but at least at the beginning you want to make sure that everything's inside the invisible border. But yeah, the way you going to deactivate it is the same way. You go to File, Settings, and then click again in the Show Margins, and it's going to disappear. So this is how it actually is gonna show. So now let's give a look to the before and after. This is how it was before, this is how it is now. So you can see it's much cleaner, more professional, a more polished design. There's a balance that comes from like changing the fonts and mixing and matching, then having the elements smaller, having everything more centered. So like you can see, you don't need Canva Pro to do any of this. These are basic but powerful techniques that anyone can use. So if you found this helpful, drop a comment below and let me know what Canva tutorial would you like to see next. And if you want more easy design hacks, hit that like button and subscribe for more. I'm Daniela, I'm a marketing expert with years of experience in social media, so let me know in the comments what you're struggling with and I'll make a video to help you out. See you in the next one.